You want to go outside? You want to go out, Mr. Bill? Do ya? Okay. Okay, everyone. We have Mr. Boo finally getting outside a little bit. It is sticky tonight. Uh-oh, here comes the baby. Let's see. There comes the baby. Yeah, I know, sweetheart. I'm thinking, I'm trying to get a good look at the back end, but it kind of looks like it might be a female. We got Rogue. Here, look. Hi. Hi, little baby. Hi, little Tinker Pinker. Hello. Hello. Are you friendly? Yes, you are. You're a friendly one. You gonna do a little buoy? You were doing a buoy earlier. Very scared of the other cats. Yeah. 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 Oh, hi. Yeah. Mr. Boo won't hurt you. Mr. Boo's a nice kitty. Abra was here earlier. Yeah, see, we're rolling, putting our belly up. Abra was here earlier. I don't know where she went. There's, I don't know what's going on at that house over there. They were fighting or screaming about something, which is pretty much the way it goes in the city. What you doing? Huh? If this baby was put out, it wasn't put out very long ago, because this one's in pretty good shape, except for the poopy butt, which could possibly be worms, or it could be a change in diet. I did talk to my neighbor. Well, Mrs. Sanford knocked on my door earlier this morning, like around 10 o'clock, 10:30 or so. She had tried to call me, and she had tried to call and text me, and I was doing stuff with the cats, and I didn't hear the notification. So, and she knocked on the door and said this baby was down here crying. So I went down and fed her, and then I talked to my neighbor next to my apartment, and she said that this little one was up at my door last night at like 9-10 o'clock, and she knocked on my door. Well, I had gone to bed early because I had been up really early on Tuesday morning. I'd been up, like, they got me up around 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then I went to bed early Tuesday night thinking I would get up, and then it was just, oh, what was that? So that kerfuffle was Rogue chasing poor Tora. You can see him back there, kinda. You can see his eyes. Yeah, now you can see him. Rogue, seriously. Yeah, Rogue can be a real dingleberry, let's say that, at times. Oh my. Yeah, poor Tora. You know, Tora will come in the apartment when it's really hot or rainy or whatever, and he'll lay beside me and want some attention, and Rogue will just like give him the nastiest side eye, and then he'll just like walk up to him and swat him across the head for no reason, just because he's mad that he's in. So let's go out here and see if there's anybody in the parking lot. I did see Scar. I keep trying to get a good picture of Scar for everybody because Scar looks so much better. But let's see who's out here, if anybody. So I found Abra. Hi, Abby. Found Abracadabra. And Fury. Rogue's up there somewhere. And so is Tor's on that side. I don't see anybody else. I don't know where the little baby went. The baby got scared when Rogue ran up after Tora. Abra, what's going on? And of course we don't have our Lucy friend anymore, which is very upsetting. So, I'm I talk a minute here about Lucy. Abra. Hey, Abra. She says, you got me. Yeah, I still got you. And I got Niffler. I don't know whatever happened to to Shizuku. That was Lucy's other kitten. Oh, freaking music. I swear. Hopefully that's not loud enough that it'll cause a problem. But anyway, I'm going to turn this off for a few minutes because I don't know if I'll get copyright claimed or not with that frickin' music. I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Okay, so hopefully they turned that off now. So, what I wanted to talk about with Lucy is, and I am putting together a live stream about our local SBCA and some stuff that's going on over there. But I am going to be contacting my local news media about Lucy, because I'm not the only one that has sent a cat to that program and the cat doesn't come back and they don't talk to you about what's going on. And as I said before, I understand because she was in bad shape, and it was a shame that it happened, because what was wrong with her could have been prevented. I was given bad information by a local trapping nonprofit, and they just basically said it was a bee sting, and because it did kind of clear up and went away for a while, which I'm guessing, like in the beginning, it might have just been some inflammation, and then the inflammation might have died down, but the infection was still there. So anyway, had I been able to get her treated back then, probably she'd still be her. But unfortunately, that's not the way it happened. And I was also told the program that I was told cared for community cats doesn't care for community cats. It cares for owned cats. It was a different program. Now, here comes... Hi, Tora. Come on, buddy. Did Rogue let you go by? Can't believe it. So, anyway, I'm going to contact our local news outlets and see if they will possibly do a story on Lucy and what happened, because it wasn't right, and there's some other people going through the same thing, and I don't understand why it's a big deal to let someone know what's happening with a cat. I mean, just because these cats live outside doesn't mean they're not cared for. It's just like somebody that's homeless and living outside. Just because you have someone that's outside living under a bridge doesn't mean that there isn't somebody out there that cares for them. There's all different stories. It could be a situation where someone was had substance use issues or mental health issues and refused to get treatment, and now they're out. They're out under a bridge somewhere, but they still have family that care about them. They still have family that are trying to get help for them. So it's the same thing with the cats. And people need to understand that this isn't just an animal welfare issue. This is also a human services issue. It's a social justice issue, and it's a health equity issue. Because where are these cats at primarily? They're at places where there's a lot of poverty, rather that be in the city or it be in a rural area. That's where the cats are. That's where they're getting dropped. So there's a lot of it's a very complicated issue, but it's definitely not going to be solved if we continue this agenda of managed intake, closed admission, quote, no kill. Because no kill doesn't mean what people think it means. But big organizations like Best Friends Animal Society does a really good job. They pump tons of money into their marketing to make it sound much better than it actually is. So, yeah. It's not easy. And I am now missing Wusspuss. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her since the day that I brought Cinnamon in. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her during the day. Usually, she'll come out during the day usually and eat, but, also I have really, their schedule's been all broken up because of the extreme weather that we've had, because we've had either extreme heat or we've had these torrential downpours. No, who's that? I don't know who that is walking over there. So I've been kind of feeding them at different times. So I'm trying to get back onto a normal schedule. I don't know where Theon is either. I did see another fluffy black and white cat. It looked kind of like Rogue, but chunkier. She's gonna grab Fury's lead. What happened, Fury? Oh, Abra, let his lead go. He likes his 50. That's his 50-foot lead. He likes that. So, yeah, we have a lot more cats now. Tonight I saw Yum Yum, Moosh, Lawless, Mark, Timu, Jack. Who else? The orange and white one. The cat I need to get a poll up too. I saw Donald the tariff cat. We'll have to get a poll up to get a new name for him. And let's see, who else? I saw that black and white, that big fluffy black and white cat. That's the first time I've seen that one. I saw that other multicolored one, kind of gray and brown. That one's been kind of hanging around now too. I did see that one. That one's friendly too. I was able to pet that one. So, a couple of new ones. And then of course this little one with the collar. And like I said, my upstairs neighbor said that that one tore and a black one was up. And I don't know if the black one might have been Wuss Puss or Scar. I can't imagine Scar would go up because I just don't think Scar doesn't seem to want to get that close to people. And Wuss Puss has gone on the balcony already because before Jack came, it was Wuss Puss, Lucy, and Lawless up there, and Abra. And then Tora joined them, and of course Rogue. So the balcony's pretty empty right now. So, you know, we may end up getting that baby spayed or neutered, and if we can't find placement, that one, you know, we may have to that one may have to be like an indoor outdoor like Abra. And Tora. So, okay, well, I guess that's pretty much all I have for tonight because I don't see any more action. Everybody ate and they're gone, and I don't know what he's doing over there. And Abra just went upstairs, and Rogue's upstairs, and I think Tora went up. So I'm going to end it there. I will see everyone in the next one. Bye for meow.